Hello, hello, and welcome along to episode 67 of Beldania. Today I have playing with me, Josh.
I'm Josh, and I will be playing Sebastian Belmont, the Abjuration Wizard.
I have Jamel.
Hi guys, Jamal here. I'll be playing Kiavo, Order of the Scribes, Leonin Wizard.
I have Joe.
Hello, I'm Joe. I also play Hennick Littlefield. He's a halfling farmer and a bard.
I have Rico.
I am Rico. I play Torrin Goldenbrand, the dragonborn paladin who's sworn an oath of glory.
And I have Bruno.
Hello, I'm Rosania Veselor, an Eladrin Circular Stars druid.
And when we left off, you had just left the Caverns of Madness. A tough and extenuous battle, but you survived it. Did anybody attune to the thing?
The Necronomicon? Or
Yes,
the Demonomicon or whatever
the
it is?
Demonomicon, or did you decide to wait until demons were relevant and then use it then?
I think that might be the case. I don't know that Torrin would have made that decision. He's not the book guy. I'm looking at the book guy.
I don't know if the book guy gets
the
any advantage
Demonomicon.
to using it.
Yeah. Ironically, it is the sort of thing that would probably be stronger on Torrin than anyone else.
Well, everything's stronger on Torrent than everyone else, apart from wands.
Fair.
True.
But no, I haven't attuned to the book, and I have no intention of attuning anytime soon, but if that changes, I'll let you know.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so having not done with that, we do not have to deal with the fallout of attuning to said item. So I did say to you guys beforehand, but if any of you missed it, you can take a long rest now. However, we're going to hold off a little bit on the spell preparing or spell changing, as you are headed down the east coast, is that correct, to the Way of the Path 7? But on the way, you wanted to stop by the area which was once waxed. Is that correct?
Yes, the previously waxed area.
If you're talking, Rico, we can't hear you.
Aha!
Oh, then sure, because you had one ear off, so I didn't know if you were talking to someone else. But we can't hear a word you're saying.
I was just saying, yeah, I think we just wanted to go to check out to see the process, or sort of the progress, of
Okay.
the wax
Give
leaving.
me a survival check. That's what I've got. Give me a survival.
16.
16. Okay.
Anyone else want to throw in a survival check?
No, I'll
Oh,
take a
sure,
perception
yeah.
check from Rosania. No, just a survival check from Torin and a perception check from Rosania. That's it. Torin, you think you've got roughly to where you were before?
This looks a little bit like the field, no? I
Bruno?
think I remember that tree.
Is it the
Or was it that
evening?
tree?
No, it's anything but. In fact, it's about. Well, actually, you went in quite late. Yeah, maybe about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening. So yeah, why not? If we do this before that, I had assumed that you took the long rest at when you came out, at which point it would be the
post
crack.
the thing.
It would be the crack of dawn right now.
Yeah.
But either way, go ahead and give me a perception check and let me know.
I got a 22.
Fantastic. Yeah, you can see the area where you were, but there's no wax, and there's no sign of any bit downwards that would go to where you got lost before. In fact, it looks like Paralia did the time before you came, Rosania. The time before last time, when you last walked past this area. It is restored back to its natural elven roots, and it stopped raining permanently as well. She said it was going to rain for about a month. You've been gone longer than that, because obviously we had all that time rescuing the Duke.
Yes.
We had all that time fighting in the arena. You've done some Way of the Path since. You've been on a boat. All sorts has happened. So yeah, there's absolutely no sign that anything you ever did here ever happened.
I guess that's a good sign then.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of diminishes your actions, but yeah, we just made it all how it was before, and it was great before. So.
Yeah, but it also means that, if everything's back to normal and it's like as if nothing happened, then that's, as far as I can see, mission accomplished, right?
We
Seems
didn't
good.
we didn't help here so people would remember our contribution. We did it because things are messed up, and now they're not. So good on it.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. And then you would continue down towards where the path would be, where the path 7. Is that correct?
I'd like to think so.
You find yourself in a bay. It's a rather gentle area. There's some grassland higher up, and then a small amount of sand dunes leading down to a very sandy beach. It's a beautiful bay. It's a lovely area. Where before the waves had been brought up to wall people out of Auralia, that seems to have stopped. So you've got a lovely view and a nice beach time. Mike and Celia would once again very much enjoy dipping their feet into the into the waves and enjoying the beach time, but nobody can see the way of the path. Sure.
Torrens sort of like undid the top of his shirts to just, let his pecs glisten in the sunlight.
We had a guy yesterday with glowing nipples as one of our.
Yeah.
He was a paladin with glowing nipples, and now we've got you. Great.
Fantastic. Back at this again.
Nipples
Right.
McGee is what Josh dubbed it. But as you look around, you do not see any sign of the way the path. Upon consulting Theseus, you would find that the way the path is meant to be a large lighthouse. Inside which tend to be hags, and basically it's filled with a strange coven. But no lighthouse is visible. Theseus will say to you that the coast of Veralia used to be a flat line, and now it seems to have a bay in it. This used to be land. Area here. Now it is not.
Then that means the lighthouse is underwater.
Yeah, it would seem that way. And indeed, if you send out a butterfly to swim or any other form of scouting under the water, you would see... Oh, this takes me quite a long while to navigate. Is this number 7?
Yes.
Yeah.
See this. Did that work?
Oh, hell yeah.
I was considering the option I would have picked here rather than sending out something would have been to use aquatic adaptation and then just use the fact that I've got Visor as a spyglass.
Bear with that, please. Hold that in your mind. For now, you're just checking the lighthouse exists. Okay, the lighthouse exists. The only problem is that the entrance is on the bottom of the ocean floor. This means the entire thing is submerged in water. And you see, drifting by the edge of the lighthouse, a ginormous shark with huge jaws and sort of blood dripping down the outside of it. For adventurers of your level, it's probably not that threatening, but it is underwater. So I'm going to come to each of you, and we're going to start with Jamal, because he obviously has a plan, and ask you how on earth you would cope with being underwater for an entire dungeon. Jamal, you've got Wow.
You're struggling a little bit. I've got alter self, so I can just
alter self.
Turn into a fish cat.
Okay. Does that allow you to speak underwater?
It doesn't say that I can speak, but I should be able to use various kinds of illusions and such to communicate as
I'm not worried about you communicating. I'm worried about what you're going to contribute in an underwater dungeon if you can't cast any spells. So I'll leave you to think about that. Sebastian, what are you doing?
Well, in terms of actually breathing underwater, I don't have anything. But I do have a few spells that don't have verbal components. And I also have my orb, which allows me to cast a spell. Or 2 spells, sorry, without verbal.
3 charges, right? 1 charge each time?
Is it 3?
I know the orb has 3 charges, I just don't know how many charges it costs to use it without a verbal component.
So,
and you also have subtle magic, those 3 points?
I sure do,
cool.
So I can also do that 2 more times.
I only know this because you told me about it over lunch the other day.
Yeah.
What you would do underwater.
In terms of casting spells, I'm fine, but I just need a certain druid.
Well, I'm getting to the druid next. Rosania, do you have water breathing available to you? Could you cast it upon the party?
Yeah, we just need to long rest.
Well, no, that's what I said. We took the long rest back there, but we weren't going to prep spells till we got here, so that you could prep whatever is necessary.
I just need the spells.
Okay, so once you cast water breathing, that will at least enable you guys to get down there. But what are you doing in terms of being able to cast spells underwater, or would you not? Would you perhaps, I don't know, be a fish, or cast polymorph, or I don't know,
Or a
sorts of
shark.
things. Yeah, I believe we've seen an octopus before. Has Rosanna been an octopus? Was it Rosanna, or was it Josh? Josh,
It was
wasn't it?
me, yeah. That was fun.
Birch. Birch the
Yeah,
octopus.
good old
Yeah.
Birch. We're gonna have to kill him soon.
Torin, if you, oh sorry,
Yes.
have you worked it out, Bruno? I wanted to give you a minute to read through your spells.
I have control water, so I can just be sort of an anchor for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I just keep concentration, that's concentration of 10 minutes though. So we'd have to do the dungeon in 10 minutes.
What does control water do specifically that is enabling you to work your shit underwater?
I can part water and create a trench.
Okay, but can you control water?
I'll just send it to you.
That would have been very convenient.
Oh, it's not letting me send it because I don't have it prepared.
I understand. You can control any freestanding water. Joe, please define freestanding water.
Truth. Not thoroughly connected to something that you would name as a larger size of water. I don't know.
I have no idea. It says all standing water in the area to rise by as much as 20 feet.
It can't be running. I think that's
can't
the
connect to
standing
an
part.
outlet, right? Like can't go
But yeah.
toward, like it can't connect to like a river. It has to be like a pond or
Okay.
like a
Or an ocean.
something.
I think
No,
most
because that's
no.
tidal.
No, that's too tight. Yeah, it's too much.
However, that's why I'm looking up fair limits of Mirage Arcane.
What's the radius of the tower?
Radius of the tower. The tower is approximately 160 feet tall and about 55 feet at the base in diameter.
So I have reverse gravity, so I could cast that on the water. It's got a 50-foot radius. I could just make the water go up, and then we can all just walk in. We could even freeze the water in the sky, so it doesn't become a problem anymore.
So you just got a frozen body of water floating up. How long does reverse gravity last? Isn't it a
So
minute?
how long does it last?
We would have 1 minute to freeze the water up.
Yeah, but once it's frozen, Bruno, when the gravity ends, it's just gonna drop.
It would,
Okay,
it
well-
would drop onto the tower, which means just speedrun it by killing everything in one go.
You need to get in and read the plinth at the top of the dungeon. You can't just crush the tower.
Damn.
Torrin, assuming that you could breathe underwater, is there anything else you
Well-
do, or would you just hit people with disadvantage and win anyway?
I mean, Torin has this potion of water breathing, so if
Well, you've got water breathing from Rosanna.
I know, but if
'cause it's-
Rosanna didn't want to waste the mat, like how
I think it's
does
cast
she have
from
to, like,
6 people, or 8 people, or 10
Oh, okay.
people,
I
or
thought she had to
something
like
stupid.
increase. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought she had to upcast it or something.
Calvo, how much can't you dig dirt pretty well?
I can dig dirt. The only problem is, without the ability to vocalize anything, the most that I can do is slam a shark.
Yeah, but what if this were dirt instead of an ocean?
Oh.
I love it. I'm like, how are you guys going to counteract an underwater dungeon? And you guys are like,
Wait.
how can we make it not underwater?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, just make it buried.
I mean, I can't completely change the shape of an area, but I can change water to land and land to water and that sort of thing. Probably can't make it so that this just goes down so far to the bottom of the tower, but I should be able to turn this whole region of ocean into just a region of land, and then it's dirt you can manipulate.
How far down is it to the tower?
The tower is 160 feet tall and sits about 40 feet below the surface, so about 200 feet. The base.
I can do about 20 feet at a time just by erupting earth away. That could
All that
take
does
us
is
all-
turn it into mud.
I thought it would like kick the dirt out as well.
A little bit. That'll be a lot of third level spell slots to go 200 feet down
That
with
is a
erupting
lot.
earth.
Yeah,
I
thought maybe
could
you had
use
a bigger
mold
one.
earth though and just
Hold on,
shift
hold on.
dirt 5 foot at a time.
So if Rosanna can make a column of water go up with gravity, and then Joe can make the area surrounding dirt, couldn't we like basically take a pour out of the water, make everything, and then
Yes.
when Joe makes the walls dirt, it'd just be like, like a huge.
Yeah, so
hole
you'd have
around.
only the dungeon would be underwater, and everything else wouldn't. But how does that help you?
No, like water up, turn the surrounding area dirt, and then if we can we move? Can you move whatever you're gravitying?
No,
No,
sadly, it
it's
doesn't
not.
work like
Just
that.
go straight.
So the water would just come straight back down into the same hole.
Yeah.
But I was
But we
thinking,
could
i-
make something to divert it.
Oh, like a
In la-
dome, yeah.
or in line with what you said, if you sink the bottom, I could cast Bones of the Earth underneath the tower to make it go 120 feet up. Maybe that could work because it's 6 pillars, so I could use the structure and use it like an
So
elevator.
you would
Push it
raise.
up.
You just want to raise the tower out the ground? Can you ping Bones to the earth?
Oh, that actually works.
Yeah, I'm gonna prepare it.
Just
so I can
raising it
ping
out of the
Interesting.
And does somebody else have reverse gravity?
So Bones of the Earth is instantaneous, and
Right,
reverse
okay,
gravity is concentration.
You have dealt 27 bludgeoning damage to my table. That's not very helpful.
Let's see if this works.
Yeah, okay, so the problem here is that you can only raise it 30 feet.
Yeah, the ground.
I mean, there's nothing to say that the inside of the latter house is also full of water. Surely,
Well, it's
as long as
underwater.
we can... Right.
You can see it has windows. So
That are
they
shut.
don't, no, they don't have glass in them. Right. The whole thing is underwater. It's full of water.
Yeah.
Point of the dungeon. Yeah, you could raise it 30 feet, which is good, but not great.
I mean, if we do the whole thing where we turn water into dirt, then I can just use mold earth over and over and over again to dig us out an entire
I
way
believe
down.
you do
It's
have an
5 foot cube
automated
at a time,
shovel.
but we do have a shovel as well, so
Yeah,
the two
so-
of them together could do it within the day.
Joe, is this the 7-day Mirage Arcane thing?
Yeah, I mean it lasts.
Right,
Doesn't take
that's
that.
it.
Takes like an hour to make it, I think.
Yeah, so the idea is you'll turn the water into dirt, then you'll raise the lighthouse 30 feet, then you'll turn the water into dirt, then you will passable mold earth an automated shovel and Torin your way down, potentially using a couple more spell slots to push the tower a little bit further up. And what you're going to try and do is make this tower surrounded by some earth. But basically you're going to excavate it. Is that the idea?
Kind of. The
Yeah.
alternative is I could just try to fight everything and kill everything with telekinetic slam only.
Well, I mean, you could have literally just sent Torin in with a couple of buffs and given him disadvantage and hoped that with water breathing he could just kill everything. But
I can try.
this is
I mean,
way
shit.
more fun.
It is way more fun.
Let me just get this straight. We cast Mirage Arcane. No. We start with Pillars of the Earth. Can you target something that's down the bottom of the water?
Good question.
See the whole spell. It's really annoying that when you ping it, there are a few things I can't see. The range and verbal component.
120 feet.
Okay.
Verbal and somatic.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, but you don't have the bigger earth moving one. I thought you had the bigger earth moving one.
What is it? Shape Earth?
Do I have shape earth? If we picked it up somewhere, I may have just not.
You just
ended
click
up
on
putting it
Spellbook.
in. Yeah, no, I don't have it in my spellbook.
That's fine.
Did we get it from something though?
No, you might. Maybe you just mean you've talked about. Oh, I could do these things to the dirt a bunch of times, but you must have just meant erupting earth.
I think it's Transmute Rock.
There's move earth.
No, it's
at
Transmute
6th
Rock.
level.
I don't think we got either.
Okay.
Not
You
that
can
I
only change
remember.
it from rock to mud or mud to rock.
Mm.
That was the big one. Yeah, nobody got Shape Earth.
I can add both of those spells if we do this. If we change the spells thingy.
Oh.
So yeah, I think the idea is that you will have to change it to Earth, then raise it up a couple of times using Pillars of the Earth or Bones of the Earth, Pillars of the Bone, Bones of the Pillars, Bones of the Earth.
Mhm.
There we go. Cool. Then once we've raised it a little further up, we can shape Earth. We can transmute rock to mud. We can reverse gravity to pull it out. We can use an automated shovel. We can use Torrens digging. What is Sebastian doing during this process? I want to know.
Sebastian is sat on a nearby rock with a glass of wine, supervising that everyone's using magic correctly.
Supervisor Sebastian, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Eventually, your underwater tower is no longer underwater. Congratulations. And when you enter it, the water elementals that were defending it are struggling to breathe. The sea hags have ran off to try and get to the water before they die. All the other water-based creatures that belong in this dungeon don't belong on land. So they've quite had enough of you, to be honest. And eventually you work your way to the top of the tower. In this tower, you'll find a couple of other pieces of loot. There is a beautiful blue sapphire worth 500 gold pieces. It could potentially be used in crafting if you were doing crafting things. It would make a lovely piece of jewelry. Secondarily to this, there is a pendant of water breathing. This allows one person to water breathe for up to an hour a day. One charge refreshes on dawn. I don't think I put that on D&D Beyond. You might just have to make a note of that and I'll get round to it. And finally, you work your way up to the plinth. Upon the plinth is a single large bowl with swirling water inside it that keeps moving. Written beneath this on the stone epitaph is the timeless words of Bruce Lee. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. You put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. It does go on, but I've only used that part of the quote.
Water, my friend.
Yes. You put water in the teapot, it becomes the... beautiful part of filming. But you will also see a little inscription below for Iceplosion. This is as close to Fireball as you have got so far, my friendly wizards. There are links on the thing I've shared, so you can literally click them. You will also see that that bowl is a bowl of commanding water elementals. Do bear in mind, please, that it is the conjure elemental spell, not the summon. Which means that when you use the bowl of water command, if you break concentration, the water elemental will turn wild and perhaps attack you. So, if you're going to do it, don't lose concentration. But yes, that is the way of the Path 7 in approximately
Explosion.
19 minutes. Yes, Iceplosion. So Iceplosion is like a fireball. At the very center is a huge ball of ice that does bludgeoning damage and cold damage, I think it is, or just cold damage, sorry. And then it shoots out in shards, dealing piercing damage to that central ball and also a wider aura around it. Very cool. Yeah. Cool. Having done this, you may take a long rest and re-edit your spells.
What I will do is I'll
Pat yourselves in the back.
Well, aside from that, what I will do is I'll I'll let Theseus know what we did and ask, did we go slightly overboard with our creativity on this one?
It's just sort of don't try and impress.
No, I'm just wondering whether people had to do things quite so elaborate and over the top in the past for these sorts of things.
No, traditionally a spell of polymorph or breathing and non-verbal spells was more than adequate.
That's no fun.
Most people
That's
who
fun though.
do the way of the path are capable of swinging a sword, unlike yourself.
I don't need to be capable of swinging a sword at the very least.
Keep thinking that, and hope that Torrens stays alive to protect you.
Yes.
Torin will sort of like whisper like to Kiavo, like out of like earshot of the book. Teach you.
Oh dear, that is
Actually,
the
that would
end
be
goal,
quite-
right? Is to teach Kiavo and Sebastian to use a sword.
One day, man.
Oh, that would be fantastic. As long as I've got one short enough that I can swing around.
Yep.
I don't think I can heft around something quite so large as things you
Torin
nonsense,
uses a
Kiavo,
rapier. It's literally tiny.
Oh, I thought Torin also
Well,
had
long.
No, his
It's
all
long.
pokey.
It's long but thin. It's long but thin.
Oh, fair. Okay, maybe it's not so heavy then. I thought we were using a much bigger sword. My bad.
I did also share with you the Teaching 22. I don't know why I didn't share that last time with Maddening Darkness and the Genius step from before.
Oh yes.
Moving down the south coast along the beautiful beach, what are we doing on our beach evening? Nice.
evening strolls. I think Torin may have, beckoned for Tamarin to join them on their beach walk. Let him stretch his legs or wings or both out a little bit.
I would like to do a few things here. I'd like to, as we walk, keep an eye out for, I guess, sort of more aquatic or ocean sort of plants that would be useful for alchemy purposes.
Mhm.
Types of seaweed, kelp sort of things, and all of that sort. Also, be on the lookout a little bit for some glinty and shiny things which may wash up on the shores, just for personal enjoyment and curiosity.
Yeah, go ahead and give me. Have you got an herbalism check?
I don't have a herbalism check. I've got an alchemy one, but
Good. Go ahead and give me a survival check then.
I have a hunting and gathering check.
Yeah, so you could hunt and gather, but not herbalize.
oh no, wait, I have herbalism 4. I just don't have a skill for it.
Oh,
on my
okay.
sheet.
Then that is a.
Perfect.
It is a dexterity check with proficiency.
A dexterity check with proficiency.
Yeah. Dexterity check with proficiency.
Proficiency, was it add a +4?
I don't know. You'd have to look at your own sheet.
We're at 5.
It adds your proficiency bonus. Oh,
Right.
sorry, I didn't realize we weren't there. We there now? Are we on the beach? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're on the
cool.
beach.
Sorry, this little yellow token doesn't always move when I tell it to. So I try and take people to the token area and it just doesn't happen.
Any chance I can roll survival? My survival's better.
No. You started asking questions about herbalizing and you've got a herbalizing score, so you can herbalize.
Okay. That would be +5,
15.
a 15.
Cool. You find a
Maybe
couple
for
of
next
little...
to Torin, maybe he'll bolster me.
No, he does not buff.
Damn,
He
maybe
does
he
not
won't.
buff ability checks.
No,
How
just
broken do you
it's
think
same,
Paladin
right,
is?
yes.
No, true.
But yeah, I will tell you in a moment what you will find when the document loads. In the meantime, what's everybody else doing on the beach?
I'm pouring another glass of wine.
Yeah, I'll join Sebastian and have a glass of wine too.
Oh, did you bring your own?
Wow. I
I'm
see how it
sure.
is.
Or you
I
did.
will just make wine appear.
Oh.
How?
Give me a second. I have enough spells to figure out how.
Grow some grapes, age the grape.
Just tree stride into a
Right,
shop.
yeah.
That could work.
Yavo, you will find 1/2 pound's worth of Hydra Thistle. Ironically, a water-breathing ingredient. And 0.2 of blue toadshade, which is in the shelter of the edge of the
So Hydra Thistle and Blue
0.5,
Toad.
blue toadshade 0.2.
Yep, just working on that right now. D&D Beyond's being slow.
Well, Sebastian and Rosanna sit on separate rocks with separate wines.
Well, just seeing Rosanna kind of like flounder around as she's trying to figure out what to do, I will reluctantly, with a very big sigh, pour her a small glass of wine.
What are Turin and...
Well, I mean, certainly skipping stones in the ocean. No question about that. But probably also eventually asking everybody else. I mean, who all we might need to put in a message to and find out what's going on in different places. Not sure I can even remember at this point everyone we've met along the way and where they might be right now.
Definitely contact Yokrath and Gia. Find out what they're up to. I think.
You will note that Celia and Micah are attempting to copy you in skimming stones. Although Celia is taking great enjoyment of frisbeeing crabs as well.
Nice.
Interesting. Let her be. I'm tempted to stop it, but no.
Nope, she's not enjoying it. So woo! Letting the crabs get frisbeed. Yeah. Torin, are you doing anything in particular prior to sending messages off to other people?
Nothing of super importance. Probably just like fiddling around on the beach with some of the weapons that he's found along the way, like the spear, the +1 spear. He's not super skilled with it by any means, but you know, it's nice to.
It's a good locale for.
Yeah, exactly. You got like the sand that your feet are sinking in. It's kind of giving you a bit of like a resistance difficulty.
In between my gathering and checking and searching, I'd like to take moments to look back and study Torin's practicing through the spyglass of the Danoth's visor.
Yep.
And
Beyond
also,
any
if I get
level
a
of your
chance and a
comprehension.
little bit of time, I'd like to use the aquatic form and take a little bit of a dip into the water and see if I can do some more herbalism down there.
Assuming that you guys have walked far along enough that you are no longer in the earth water, because this pretty beach got kind of mirage arcaned, didn't it?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, I mean, I would have limited the region of that we actually turned into dirt as much as seemed
Okay.
reasonable to keep.
And
it
I suppose
somewhere,
you can
'cause I
just
don't wanna,
drop it, right?
kill every animal that lived in a whole bay, but
True. Yeah, you can dip down there. There aren't many useful plants under the water. You mostly come up with a handful of seaweed, and not much else, I'm afraid.
Be right back.
But yes,
But a
before
learning curve nonetheless, and a learning experience.
before
Do I
you
see
bed,
anything pretty down there? Anything shiny?
anything shiny? Oh,
Anything pretty and shiny? Like
no, just seaweed.
just seaweed. For shame. For shame. Okay.
You were messaging anyone in particular? By messaging, this is sending, is it?
yeah. I guess Yorkrath and Gia are together. Is that right?
Yep, that's correct. They've gone off to get married. They're actually
They went
fighting evil
somewhere
together.
to the north of our home.
They did. They went to the land of dragons. They
Okay,
went to
Isra,
Isra, more specifically up to Vanaros,
Oh.
which is a town to the very north. They had heard reports of troubles there.
Yeah, so I will. I don't know which one I would actually individually, personally know better at this point. Probably spent more time with Gia, honestly, than
A lot
than
more time
Yorkrath,
with Gia.
even though, yeah,
You met
Mykonos, but-
Yorkrath on 6 or 7 occasions. You've had Geo travel with you for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, so I would message sending to Gia and just say, hope you've made it where you were headed. How are things going on the northern coast? We may pay a visit.
Currently fighting some sort of evil undead dragon thing. Talk later. What'd you get?
Nice.
She busy.
Yeah, she in the middle of a fight. I will just repeat that when. Oh, never mind. Rico has run out the room staring at his own hand. Is there anybody else you would message?
I would send sending to Furlock in Uentville.
Mhm.
See if he's still there. What you know?
Yeah, he'll tell you he's making excellent. Oh, sorry, go on. What are you saying? Yeah, that's the point.
I was sorry. Well, okay. Damn it! I almost got past that.
Keep it short and
I would
simple. What are you up to?
say- Yeah. Hi, Furlock. What are you up to? I'm good. Thanks for asking. I may visit you soon. Goodbye.
Sebastian, you keep saying soon, and yet soon has not arrived.
I know.
We are doing well in Iraz. Speak soon. He's not going to tell you much about what he's doing because he's not really sure how to explain it in 250 words, let alone 20.
And who knows who could infiltrate this wiring?
Well, indeed. Torrin, just to let you know, Gia and Yorkrath were fighting an undead dragon thing. They're in Vanaros, or near Vanaros in Isra.
Okay.
Yes, some sort of evil undead dragon thing is what she said. She was mid-battle when Henrik messaged her.
Do they require assistance?
You guess not. They've been pretty independent so far. They'll work it out.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't say get here quick or anything like that, but
She also replied.
was- right.
So you assume she wasn't on the brink of death. But yeah. You bed in for an evening under the stars, down by the beach. How romantic. And then you can continue on down to where the path 19. Theseus would tell you that
Are
where the
we
path...
getting? Sorry, are we getting any temp and or?
Well, that's what I was going to say. When we're outside there, it's about lunchtime. And you would know from Theseus that where the path 19 is known as the Trials of Combat.
Trials of
nice.
combat, you say?
So either before we head to bed, or in the morning, or on the way, I would like to examine and tinker and try to study a bit more the magic of Danos visor. See what
Mhm.
more I can learn about this artifact.
Give me an
and,
Arcana check. And we'll say from now on you're studying it for an hour a night, perhaps, when not in mortal danger.
That's only a 17, Dan.
The powers of Danos Visor are mighty and beyond you. Do remind me exactly what level of or status your Danos Visor is currently in.
Awakened.
It is awakened. It began dormant, is that correct?
Yep.
Assume that it has. Third property, is it? Exalted? Is that...
Ooh.
Yeah, it's probably got a third form, yeah.
Yes, it will have a third form. But at the moment, the magic of the visor is beyond you. It's too much technology and not enough magique. Standing outside the Trials of Combat, which look a bit like a large vaulted chapel. It's a sort of wide building above the ground. There are huge iron doors bound with a symbol. This symbol is sort of two sort of twisted, entwined chains that just about connect. You would know you will need to dispel magic on the door to get in. So that's how they're keeping random intruders out. It is a very vaunted and large building. Looks pretty impressive and is made of steel and does not fit in this landscape whatsoever. It also looks ancient and old. What's for lunch? That caught you off guard.
It's hard for me to say this as a real human, but I assume Henrik would have no problem with it. Why not some of those crabs?
Great, love that. What's wrong with crabs? Crabs are
I
great.
don't
You don't
eat
like seafood?
seafood.
Okay,
I love
that's fair enough. I
seafood.
love crabs.
Hmm.
Crab is good meat. Crab meat. Is this like a crab meat salad or is it like?
I don't know. What do people do with crabs?
Then you can have it with roast potatoes.
Can make
Yeah.
crab cake.
Great with
Yeah,
with
you could
great
make
with
crab
fries. Crab
My
cakes
wife
are
likes those sometimes. Let's make crab cakes.
good. Great. Some meaty crab cakes. Let's have a cooking check. Anything over 16 is max HP increase.
Well, I have a plus 17, so I'm no.
You can't roll that one because you're a halfling, so it will be a
I
number
have
above
rolled
16.
2 nat ones, 21.
Yeah.
Four.
Sorry, what's your current cooking score, Joe? Is it above 6?
I don't. What's it say here?
In the notes, I might not have updated it. Let me check.
No, it doesn't say.
What, in notes other?
I don't see anything there at all.
Did I put it in?
It just says
Mine's another.
expertise and name
Expertise
cooking.
means you've got a 6. But you're cooking 8. Okay, cool. I will put a note here. Say cooking current level 8. Can I have an intelligence check from you, please, Joe?
Sure.
Straight intelligence check.
All right.
Henrik's-
As bad
Henrik's
as I might once
innate
have been.
strength.
12.
12, yeah, 12's good, but not good enough. Despite using new ingredients, your cooking level has not gone up. It's just at 9 you would roll with advantage. That's why I'm double checking.
I see.
Yeah, cool. So everybody will have a max HP increase of 5, as Joe only rolled a 4. And then I'm assuming you're going to give a speech before entering the Trials of Combat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We've seen even as dumb as Hennick is. We've seen some difference in the numbers of these places. 19's nothing to sneeze at. We had a hell of a time back there in those caverns of madness, and I'm sure we can handle it, but we need to keep our wits about us and not be too foolish. Just because we are as powerful as I can't pretend we haven't become, doesn't mean we don't need to play things carefully. So let's all do that and we'll be just fine. It's possible that during that speech, Hennick's gaze lingers askance on the hither-thither staff.
That is absolutely fair. Does it get temp HP too? Is that why?
No, just...
Yep, so that's, what is it now?
I
15?
think it's 21, I think?
Oh. Is it your level plus your
21
charisma?
temp.
Is that right?
Feats 21, it says.
Okay, so 21 temp and an increase of 5 max. Step towards the trials of combat.
5 men.
Who would like to use the dispel magic to open the door?
I'll do it.
Okay. Sebastian steps forward, spells the magic on the door, and the vaunted chambers open, leading you in. I can't get the hang of this at all. Put me on it, but I haven't put you on it. Leading you into this arena. Did that work?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, but the music didn't change. Why didn't the music change? How many plans did that change? There we go. Okay. And as you see this arena area, it's sort of separated off with chains and walls. There is a small arena designed for 2 combatants. Rising up in the center is the first of those 2 combatants. Hennick and Rosania, give me an insight check.
$25.
23.
You get the impression that there might be a fight for each of you.
Sure.
That's what I figured as well.
But this is the first creature you saw. A large bone devil, also known as a fiend. This creature has rather sturdy natural armor and seems resistant to magic. It stands in the middle of the arena and it waits an enemy.
Well, it's
How
a
large-
fiend. I think
how
we know
large
who
is
could
it?
be.
It is large. The size large, about
Okay.
9 foot tall.
Okay, it's a little bigger than Torin.
It definitely looks like it's immune to fire. Amongst other things.
I have no problem facing this.
Give me
I
a...
fear.
I hate that there's no real check for this. There should be an animal knowledge or a fiend knowledge check. I hate to make it religion, but I'm going to make it religion. It's the one that makes the most sense. It's an intelligence check with some sort of thing. And not just you, everybody, please.
16 for Torin.
Yeah. Make 5 religion checks, s'il vous plaît. All right. Kiava turns around and just reels off the creature's stats because he got a nat 20. So you would know it's a fiend. You would know that it has these resistances and immunities and condition immunities. It is also resistant to magic, advantage on saving throws, and is likely to only do damage in melee range.
In melee.
You know that there is likely to be a different creature next. So
I
it
only
is a
fear for
gamble
what may come
expending
after this.
Tauren.
Yeah.
If you like, I could take this thing on. I have the capacity.
I like it. Okay. Gabo, you wish to take on the bone horror?
I'm gonna pour a glass of wine while this happens.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear.
Can we like
You can watch.
we just watch? We can't like for example like buff Kiavo going into it.
You may buff him with non-concentration spell. If you have a non-concentration buff, you can cast it. But if any concentration spell will not cast, you could also send him in with a bardic if you.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
I don't know. Music.
Very admirable of you to step forward, Kiavo. You'll be just fine.
You'll
I
be
sure
just
hope so.
fine.
Slap him on the back of the calf.
I
Once
want you.
step in-
Sorry, I want
once
you
I step
guys to
into-
know.
once
Just
I
one
step
second,
across-
Jamal.
across-
I just want you guys to know that I didn't test these combats with all of your characters because that would have taken me forever. Five characters for one. I thought you might go here at level 15, and at level 15, I put Rosania up against all 5 enemies.
Oh, nice.
It was
Thank you.
frighteningly
What an
close
honor.
for a couple of them.
What an
dear.
honor.
It was frighteningly close for a couple of them.
Hey, Hennick wanted to go to smaller numbers first, but we were here.
We're here.
Sorry, Kiavo, you were saying about stepping across the threshold, so I'm going to hold
Once
you
I'm-
off with
once
that.
I'm
I don't
across
want
the
you across the
threshold.
threshold. I don't want you across the threshold. That's what I was just saying.
Okay.
I'm saying wait. We have a bardic inspiration. It's anybody using any non-concentration buffs on Kiavo before he steps in. Anybody have any non-concentration
see.
buffs?
I
Warding
do, I
Bond
do.
is banned. In case you're considering that.
Oh.
Not having that should be
Yay.
concentration. You're not taking half of everyone's damage from outside. That's just broken. Besides, I think I think it's while you're within a certain range, so.
Yeah, I can only aid you, which is not super great. It's +5.
You could do that to
Plus
every.
5 to your
Well,
max.
you could do that to everybody, right? Or at least you could do that to Rosania or Hennick, maybe.
Yeah. up
Yeah,
to
Hennick,
3
Sebastian, and
creatures-
Kiavo have
3
the least
creatures
HP,
within
I think.
range. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I could give you tons.
Actually, there is something not concentration.
It's not
I can cast
concentration.
before I go.
Do bear in mind, though, I would like you to remind you that I have nerfed Circle of Crystals before you cast it.
Yes, but I
Ah.
will be casting it anyway before I cross in.
Great. Okay. So Circle of Crystals up, +5 max HP to Josh,
I'm gonna aid
Hennick, and...
everyone. So.
Oh, you aid everyone?
Kiavo. No, just 3. Like the
Okay.
3 people. that I
Kiavo,
can.
Hennick,
So
and
Josh,
Sebastian. Yeah.
Yes.
An additional 5 to max HP, so you should now have 10 increase to max.
Okay.
Yep. Sebastian, Kiavo, as you step into the arena, a bone horror awaits you. Please, guys, you can all see, right? You can just see.
Yep.
Great. Okay,
Yep.
Kiavo,
Yep.
if you'd like to place your token in the little dirt spot over here.
Yep.
You can choose one of 4 squares. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, look at that. You managed to land perfectly in between the 4. Pick a square. Right. And you may roll initiative.
That's not the best.
Oh no.
And that's not great. Initiatives go. That is pretty terrible. Okay. Leaping towards you. Oh, let's get our battle music rolling. Okay. The creature will leap towards you. And with that, he will claw you once. For 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. That's
Okay,
fine.
so you expend a crystal. You deal how much radiant damage? You take 11 damage first.
Yep, and the radiant here is only gonna be 20.
Okay, cool. So it takes 20 damage. You gain 20 temp HP. You lose a crystal, and it will claw you again. But it will miss. And then as it turns, it will sting you with its tail. That's a 19 to hit you.
I will shield.
Okay. You do so, and it is your turn.
Yep, just sorting spell slots. Sorry.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Does this thing have wings, or is it sort of just?
Oh,
like...
yeah, it flies. It literally flew towards you. I mean, look at it.
Right.
What are those if they're not big wings?
Oh yeah, that's fair. I just didn't know if it looked like it could fly, or if it was just.
Ah,
like,
yes.
sort of-
I've honestly given you a creature that can only attack in melee range and can't fly.
That would be amazing
Wouldn't
if
it?
you did that. But
We'll wait for
yeah,
Sebastian
no.
for that.
Right. Okay. I'm going to drop a cast of this fantastic spell creature.
Mental prison.
Yes.
Find a creature with an illusionary
Mental
cell that
prison.
only it perceives. Okay. Just checking, doesn't it? True sight. Does not. That's a 19.
Oh, it's a DC 19.
Sorry. On a failed save, it takes 5d10 psychic damage.
Yep. So it takes.
On a successful damage save, you takes 5d10 psychic damage. What I meant. 21 psychic.
Yeah, 21
Nice.
psychic.
Okay.
And I'll fragile shield.
Health.
Yes.
That would be very weird if it wasn't you.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
not going to fragile shield the creature.
The creature will claw you again. That is a natural 20.
Oh no.
Dealing a total of... No, it's not exciting. There you go. I want him to die too, but it's only 16 slashing damage. And you will lose a crystal. And deal me how much radiant damage?
15.
15, okay, and you gain that as temp. The second one is a 19 to hit you.
Shield.
Okay, and the sting... 27 to hit you.
That will go through.
Okay, you take 15 piercing damage.
And the radiant is...
Hold on,
16.
hold on. You take 15 piercing damage, 18 poison damage. Make a constitution save, please. Don't forget you have a bardic if you need it.
21.
Okay, you are not poisoned. The radiant damage was 16, and you lose another crystal. And you gain that as temp. You are replacing your temp HP each time, right? If you have any left, right? Okay, good.
Well, so the damage you said was 15, and then...
No, yeah, 15
15
piercing,
and
18. So it's a
18,
total of
okay.
33. And then you deal yourself, and then you give yourself that 16 radiant, 16 temp. The creature is wounded. It is your turn.
Sorry, my character sheet's not updating my fucking health or my temp. Bear with. I'm trying to work this. It's really... What's D&D? Sorry.
You will be.
I'm trying to... and I did 15, was it, with the radiant? 16.
16.
Yeah, my HP was refusing to update. I was trying to do everything. Okay.
I think I've got you on 93 hit points with 16 radiant, with 16 temp. Is that right?
No, 122. Because
That's
I
impossible.
had
You
10
started with
and
11.
then
Oh,
it temp.
I didn't start
Yeah,
with
I
your.
did
Yeah, I
that.
didn't start with your increased max and increased temp. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm 122
Yeah,
HP
that makes
right
sense. In fact, that is almost exactly the difference of 10 increased max and Joe's temp HP. So that makes perfect sense. Cool. Yeah. It is your turn.
Yep. So I'm just gonna blow resources because if we have a boss fight at the end,
You know that this is your only fight in this dungeon.
Oh, if it's my only fight, then
Yeah,
in that
you can.
case,
You should be using your 8th level spells. Don't forget this.
Oh, absolutely, I'm gonna be
Okay?
using an
Don't
8th
forget the
level spell
damage
right now, then.
resistances and the damage immunities. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lightning bolt the thing. Dex save from this thing.
Okay. It rolls an advantage.
Sure.
Fingers crossed.
11.
Hey,
That's
hey.
failed. So it's gonna take 13d6
Okay.
lightning. 48 lightning.
I forgot my little note that said what fight Jamal chooses, the creature gains counterspell. The creature is severely wounded. The second creature
Nice,
turn.
I'll shoot myself.
Yeah, cool. Okay, he goes at you. Claw. 27 to hit. Breaks your fragile... Well, it won't break the fragile shield because you didn't block.
Yeah,
but
that just hits anyway.
Yeah, you take 9 slashing damage. And then you deal 13
radiant.
radiant damage, and you gain that as temp. He will now sting you. 21 to hit.
I will shield that, and because my fragile shield makes it
will block it,
17,
yeah.
goes up to 22,
And then he will claw you with an at 1. It is your turn. The creature is severely wounded on the brink of death. What are you doing?
yeah, I'm gonna put it out of its misery. Let's give it a 4th level lightning bolt.
Okay, roll me the damage.
Dex save again. Damage is 41 lightning.
Creature's dead.
Okay.
Ironically, your 4th level spell did more damage than your 8th level spell, I
Yeah.
think.
Strange, I really rolled high on that one.
Congratulations, you have completed your combat. And upon doing so, you are moved to a place different to everyone else. So, guys, all your tokens are up here, by the way. All you guys are over there on that little balcony watching over. But Chiavo is put onto one of these little pedestals. This is, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna... Whoa! Okay, yeah, we're leaving Hennick behind. I will put him in the next one, as the next fight will begin. you will see rising up into that center a stone golem. Oh, there's two Sebastians. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, you will see a stone golem rise into the center of the fight. Anybody who wishes to may give me a nature check to determine what does the stone golem do.
13.
Should really be an arcana. You are very right. I am missing Josh and Josh.
I got a 10.
Okay, Henrik, a 23 with nature. Will tell you that
Yeah,
this
Arcana would
creature-
be much lower for the record.
My Arcana would have been way higher, holy shit.
You will not find out anything about its forms. So you won't find anything about whether it's got magic resistance or anything like that without a nat 20. But you will find out that it is immune to poison, psychic, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks on adamantine. Condition immunities of charmed, exhausted, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, and poisoned. This creature is large. It looks very difficult to hit, being that it is a stone golem. Who wants it?
Well, there's some argument that I might be best if we end up against any kind of person. But then they also might be able to counter things that I do, and we fought something that made a rock before, and some of the things I do were pretty powerful against it. I suppose I could try to take this one on, unless anyone has a better thought.
Go for it, Henrik.
You've got this, Henrik.
I pour another glass of wine.
Obviously, Henrik, you cannot bardic inspiration yourself.
No.
So
I will long strata myself just for the heck of it.
of course,
That's not.
I'm thinking of introducing the Baldur's Gate version of Longstrider, where it's a ritual,
No.
and you can cast it on multiple people. I think it's really cool.
Cool.
Like, yeah, I think it makes it really worth taking, but it would have to be a 3rd level spell for that to be viable. Are you ready?
As
When
Henrik
you are,
goes on
sir?
in, I'll cheer to Henrik, and if I can, drop him a fragile shield, the one-time value one that I can before he enters. As long as he's within 60 foot.
It lasts a
from
round,
the
yeah.
farm. It's
It would dissipate
I
before the
think
round
he's around,
begins.
yeah.
So, Henrik, if you want to place yourself in the dirt circle.
Okay. Let's see. Where the heck are the things? Sorry, I gotta scroll a bit.
Oof.
Here I am.
That is the worst initiative anyone has ever rolled. Okay. And I'll take an initiative from you, please. You will be going first no matter what, as I rolled a 0.
wow. Holy crap.
As you see this creature slowly striding towards you.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm going to put it there. It needs to be on an actual square.
Well, the question is only whether I should do something crazier to it right away.
As I said, this will be your only thing today, so expend as
Right.
much as you can. Do not die because you wanted to save a resource for the next way of the path.
No, I know. It's just like I'm not like. I could try to feeble-mind it, but I'm not sure it will matter because I don't know how much I'm going to do to it that requires it to make these kind of saves. But maybe.
Oh, is that the one
It
that sets
makes-
us into 0?
I'm an idiot.
Intelligence and charisma become 1.
You
Can't.
get the
I mean,
impression
this
that
guy's
might
probably
not
gonna-
actually have any effect,
Right. Like.
because this creature has a intelligence and charisma of somewhere near 1.
Right. Right. um,
I
might
literally do
just
nothing.
blast it. But I should try to. That's the thing. Like, if I'm going to be hitting it with saves, it doesn't matter if it's held
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can try to put it to sleep like I usually do, but then again, it's
Oh.
not going to
Wake
make
it
that much difference.
Yeah, you'll just wake it up the next turn, right?
Right, exactly. I'm just going to constantly be waking up. So I think I will, for the moment, step forward as much as I need to. I think Shatter's only a 60-foot range. So,
You can step forward and then step back. Full movement speed, so you can go
Sure,
from
yeah.
left and right.
and then let's see here. Just in case I need one of those really crazy ones in a moment, I will only use I'll use my 6th level, I believe. 6th level Shatter. He is made of, hopefully made
has
of
a
inorganic
construct,
material such
So
as
he's
stone.
definitely rolling at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yet you will note he has rolled straight.
Okay.
It is a 17 on the con save.
Right. Well, that's a fail.
Oh,
Nice,
Well done.
nice.
So let me. Burp. It's 40.
that's a good roll.
Oof.
Right.
And yeah, I think it's
78.
just.
Yeah, that's very good.
Let me make sure I mark that slot. And then, what is anything I can do here? Not much. Yeah, I think that's what I got.
Did you want to move back again? Or?
Yeah, let me. I may
15
as
foot
well,
against
but I
the
don't want to go all the way against the wall.
yeah, all
I
the
don't
way
see
against
any
the wall,
reason
that
to do
works.
that. Well, I don't
Creature
know.
will dash.
Yeah,
It's your turn.
nice.
Oh, no. Sorry, I can't do this. I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Sure. It's only going to be a 6.
Oh, that is very bad for you.
Yeah.
You cannot use reactions. Your speed is
Okay.
halved, and you cannot make more than one attack on your turn, not that you were going to. In addition, you may take either an action or a bonus action, but not both. These effects
Okay.
last a minute, and you may repeat the save
Okay.
in your turn. It is your turn.
All right. Let's see. What does this? What are the other options in this one? I think I will. Oh, but now I've got to use my 7th level for it. Stupid. I think I will fire up Eye Bite.
Okay.
And this turn, since he's right on me and I can't do multiple things, I mean, I'm not going to get far enough away anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter, does it?
We can try them.
Right, I mean, I can, but I think I might try Sickened if he fails, then he's got disadvantage on attacking me. Let's see if he fails.
Okay, so that's a wisdom save.
I believe it is... Wisdom, yes.
Okay, that's a 17, which I believe is a fail.
Yeah, so... Yeah,
The disadvantage on all the shit thing, right?
Well, yeah, except Panicked is pretty good against one guy in an arena like this. Yeah, let's do Panicked. He's frightened of me on each of his turns. He must take the dash action and move away from me by the safest and shortest available route. But unless there's nowhere to move, but for the moment he'll have to run all the way to the other end, I think.
Yeah.
Yep, so it is now his turn. Make a wisdom save, please, Joe. 5,
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Low wisdom save. Again,
Okay,
9.
he ends up exactly where he started.
Cool.
That's the end of his turn. Does he make another save, a subsequent save at the end of his turn?
Let's see.
I don't think he does, right? He
I
has to get out
don't
of sight.
think so.
I think it's
Affected for the duration.
as long as he has his eye trained on him.
He's 60 feet away where it can no longer see you, but there is nowhere it can go, it can't see you.
Right.
So great, it's going to last a minute. Obviously you are concentrating,
Yeah.
but I don't know why you dropped
Correct.
concentration. It just means you can't cast another concentration spell, but yeah, it's your turn.
Right. So
You just
let's,
cantrip it to death, I guess. or
well,
or
I mean,
shatter
we
it
know
to
where
death
things,
might be a
but
bit
yeah, I
quicker.
think I'll shatter it to death. Let's I don't know. Let's not use the 8th level just yet. Maybe I'll try to divine word him to death when I can tell he's low. Let's use a 5th level shatter and see what it does.
20 on the con save.
Okay, well that's kind of half this then. So 13, I guess.
Yep. Wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Sure. Oh, reroll that thing. Oh, good. That's the. I swear to God, D&D Beyond is rigged. The number of times, like almost 90% of the time I roll a nat 1, it rerolls as another nat 1.
No way, dude.
Swear to
That's
God, it's busted.
crazy. So you are still no reactions ish. Do you wish to move some of your movement speed forward as he keeps? He's now dashed
Yeah.
to a wall.
10, 15, 20 will get me there. That's my
Cool.
half of my.
It's your turn again.
All right. let's. I've got more 5th levels. Let's do another 5th level shatter.
Okay, I believe you need to step another 5 foot forward to cast that.
Oh, maybe I do. I can't though. Sorry, then I guess.
He gets a 12.
But
Well, no, you can now because that was at the end of your previous turn. So this is the beginning of your current turn.
oh, sure,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, and also I think the radius would still hit him then. Like I could put the point.
Yeah, of course,
60
of course.
feet away, and
Yeah.
it would still hit him. Sorry, that was. Let me just roll the damage. You'll know whether it failed or not. 17. Not great.
Yep. And wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Okay. No, I rolled a 2
yes.
for 6.
He has nowhere to go, so it's your turn again.
I don't like being in this chamber. I want to be outside. It's just throwing me off in here. The senses are whacked out.
Just to
let's
point
see.
out, actually, he is only there. I don't think he would be forced to run into the fire.
No, that's no.
Oh,
he
there's
wouldn't.
fire there.
Yeah, there's fire at the edge of the arenas.
Well,
Would you push him?
Thanks
Yeah,
to
that's
Seafoot Games, by the way,
Right.
for this. While we're at it. He
which-
can't because he hasn't got a bonus action because he hasn't
Oh.
succeeded a wisdom save in 7 attempts.
What were his immunities here? Well, that's Bone Devil.
Poison and
I
psychic,
scrolled too far.
and then non-magical stuff.
Okay. Okay. But not like cold. Let's do the let's just smack him with some ice storm from the wand of winter.
Okay, 10 on the dex save.
So that's gonna be a failure. Some of
Which
that's
is
cold,
wounded?
some of it's bludgeoning. Awesome.
Wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Yep. Don't worry, just rolled a net one, and then I think another net one. Oh no!
No,
it says
19.
though.
Yep. You re-rolled the 1 for 19 and you succeeded. I have never
It
seen
shows
anybody
a 1
fail
again on
so
the die
hard
screen.
as a 16 wisdom save. It's
Jeez.
it's your turn again. We are in round 6.
Okay,
I believe
yeah.
you cast Eye Bite on
Fair
round
enough.
2.
Yeah,
The creature is
have
wounded.
eventually.
You now have bonus actions and reactions.
right.
Nice.
How exciting.
I gotta mark these charges though. Well, how many days were between? Do we have more than one dawn between there?
Between those
Between
two,
the,
Between since the
you've had
madness
two.
game.
You've had 2 nights.
Okay, well, then it would have been at full, so I
Yep,
don't have
cool.
to roll to destroy the wand.
No, please don't.
I was like, shit,
Yeah,
wait a
come on.
second. Okay, back to regular things then. God, what is better to hit him with at this point?
ooh, anything like a divine word or something?
Well, but that's not going to do anything unless he's down to
He's
Oh,
definitely not
true.
low enough. You know that.
no. He is. And he's none of those things. He's a construct, so.
Ironically, I think your telekinetic rock does almost as much damage as half the rest of your stuff.
Well, that's right. It's close at this point. Let's do. Well, let's just burn a couple of 4th levels and shatters before I go to throwing the rock. So
Okay.
a shatter, please.
Nat 20.
Okay,
Ooh.
well. And a poor damage roll, so half
Okay.
of that.
Yeah.
I don't really have much in the way of bonus actions to
He
help
goes
myself.
nowhere.
So.
Well, you could try and. Oh, you can't shove a creature that size anyway. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
What the heck? Do it again until these are gone.
Okay. I do it again. I get a 7.
Okay, so this will at least be better. 19.
Nice. Creature severely wounded.
I'm not going to take the time to math out where he's at. I have no idea how much damage I've
Do
done.
you want to give me an Arcana check to see whether you can work out how damaged his circuitry is? And I'll give
Since
you
I'm
an
very bad
estimate
at
of his
Arcana
HP.
checks, sure.
I think you're proficient.
7.
Aw.
How is it
Uh,
a 7? It should be 11.
Oh,
It is an 11.
It
We
shows
see an
11.
11. It re-rolled
You
the
rolled a
1. You
nat
got a
one.
7.
You
The
rolled
stuff
yeah.
happening on my screen on D&D Beyond is crazy right now.
We like the roll. It's because of Beyond 20. It plays. It makes it play up. You estimate the creature to be somewhere below 50 HP, but you don't know how far below 50
Yeah,
HP.
right. Well, we're still at least like 2 rounds from the eye bite running out, so we'll I'll give him another.
It's 10 rounds,
another-
right? You've got 6 rounds left on Eyebite.
Jeez.
Oh, I thought we
Or
might
five,
have,
five,
less
sorry,
than that,
5,
but
yeah.
Nevertheless, let's try one more 4th level shatter.
Okay. That's a 12.
And it's 32 thunder damage. this
Okay, the
time.
creature's on the brink of death. It's your turn.
All right. I could just kill it.
Yeah, just
Okay.
please just execute it in some manner.
I mean, I can't use these slots for anything.
You
right?
can divine word it if you want to divine word it. You should divine word it if you
mean-
want to divine word it.
Why not? I don't think I have any buffs that I would like upcast to that for someone else. Yeah, what the hell?
Cool, it's got 2 hit points.
Yeah. So, well, but he still has to make a charisma
He
saving.
cannot make a charisma saving throw of your number. He has a -5.
Well, what are his hit points?
2.
Oh, right, sorry. He's killed instantly. Okay,
He is obliterated. And I'm going to put you here briefly. Copy you and move you onto the next level. At the center of this arena is a death slot. Oh, where did Kiavo go? I guess I didn't grab him. Hennick, you will find yourself upon a pedestal. Oh, not. There you are. I've lost our good friend Kiavo. Kiavo, get back on your little place. Okay, good. A death slard. Who thinks they might know what a death slard is? This creature appears to be struggling to load. It is an aberration. Anybody who wishes to make me a Arcana check may do so. Divine the nature of this creature.
That's a 29 for me.
Okay, Torin reels off the entire creature's stats. Right. This creature has blind sight. And it cannot fly. It does have magic resistance. It regenerates intrinsically. And it does have some magic. Torin will also inform you the creature is deadly up close. Can only cast magic from a
I'll do it.
Sebastian!
Are you sure, Sebastian? This
Well,
thing
no one
is-
else was jumping.
I mean, I'm happy to face any enemy that.
No, you literally just said that it's deadly up close, and I can fly.
That is true.
Good
Yes.
luck.
I don't need luck. I have magic on my side.
I'm assuming the Tenic will send you in with a bardic. And
Unless he refuses any kind of kind words.
Will they be kind? I suppose is the question.
Of course, of course.
Sebastian, roll me initiative.
I'd love to. Okay.
Cool. Unlucky you're not going first. Creature will cast fly on itself. It moves to
I
here.
will counter spell.
Ooh.
At fourth level. At fourth
Josh, they're not in range.
level. Oh, man.
Oh no.
Really?
There is a reason I start the fight out of range. So that I can't counterspell you and you can't counterspell me. He moves up to here, and that's his turn. You're up, Sebastian.
Great. What a cunt.
Don't forget its damage resistances, please.
Yes. Resistance to elemental and magic in general.
Yeah. What have you got, Bert?
I'm thinking. Oh man, so many concentration spells. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my action to wait, where is it? I'm gonna use my bonus action. Sorry, to cast Fizban's Platinum Shield,
Okay.
which will give me half cover resistance to elemental damage and evasion.
Yep.
How much AC does half cover give?
4.
4. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll
2
just
for
mark
quarter,
that
4 for
now.
half, 6 for 3/4, and 10 for full cover.
Yep, that's my bonus action.
Yep.
Um,
But obviously you can't cast another spell. Yeah,
can I cast a cantrip?
yeah,
No,
of course.
I can't.
Yeah, of course you
I
can.
can. Okay, cool. I will.
Just use the bathroom.
I'll throw sparks at him. I
Okay,
suppose.
not it. It has resistance to lightning, yeah.
Yeah. That is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Yeah. That's 22 lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Action, bonus action.
Any movement.
I mean, he went from here to here. That's not very far.
Yeah, but he cast fly. You know what fly does.
Yeah, it increases you. Anyway,
The flying speed is 60 feet.
Yeah. There's nowhere I can go. So,
Okay.
yeah. Well, actually, just in case he goes ranged, I'll move here behind this pillar.
Okay. He
And
will
that's
fly
what-
in and swing at you with a great sword.
Yes.
That is a 13 to hit.
That will miss.
That's an 18 to hit.
That will miss.
Space miss?
Yeah, I've got 21 armor class with half cover.
Sick. And then he will attempt to bite you. That's a 26 to hit. Behind shield.
I will. I think with shield it'll. Yeah, with
Alright.
shield it'll still hit.
Yep, so you'll take 7 piercing and 7 necrotic. Total of 14. Concentration save, please.
Yeah, which I make at advantage. Okay, thank God it's advantage. That's a 19.
Yep, your turn.
Okay.
I just want to remind you the creature healed at the beginning of its turn.
Yes. There's no way I can stop that, I don't think.
No, I don't think there is either. You just have to try and kill it as fast as you can.
Yep. I will. I'll Finger of Death it.
Yep, cool.
Probably has great con, but that's a con save.
Oh, sorry, it does roll with advantage. 21.
Yeah, that's a pass, so I'll take half. What does it take? Nothing. Oh no, yeah, take half. So
Yikes,
half
that
of
is a
69.
lot of damage. Okay, he didn't like that at all.
No. And then, so that's my action. I don't think I have anything.
I don't think you're going to bonus action it.
Um,
Unless you want to quicken something.
I
Can't
can't.
quicken.
I don't have that. No, I've got Subtland Twin.
Yeah, cool.
Um,
Makes sense. Probably wouldn't transfer anything. The only other
Yeah, I'll
chance
just
is
stay
you.
here. I'm not going to provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay, cool. He will roll once at you with his great sword. Hiss. Time
Yep.
at you with his great sword. Hiss.
Yep.
That armor class is absolutely. A third time 12. Oh, because you've got permanent mage armor and fizz bands and a good dex score.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
honey.
So he misses 3 times. Sebastian, you're up.
Yeah, I love that. I will.
You remember any
I'll-
ranged attacks will be made.
Yep, I'll Finger of Death again.
Okay, cool. Not proficient in combat. 12.
That's 65 necrotic damage.
Not much damage. Creature's wound.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay. He again. Great sword. Not much choice. 12 will miss. 28 won't.
Oh, bastard.
So you will take 8 slashing,
Yeah.
8 necrotic. His
Yeah.
next hit against you will be at advantage. You are lit up
Okay.
with, you are lined in purple light. You also cannot regenerate or regain HP till the end of your next turn.
That's fine.
Will bite you. Concentration save.
Okay. This is 17.
Okay, he'll bite you for 27 to hit.
Yep.
Dealing 9 piercing and 5 necrotic. Another concentration save.
That's a 19.
Right, your turn.
Cool. What have
Out
I
of
got
Finger of
left?
Death.
I've spent 7th and 8th level and 6th level. So I will.
What did you? Oh, Fizz Band's the second. Oh, spell. God, that's.
It sure is, yeah. I will. There's no point doing that.
Well, you didn't precast crystals, did you?
No, at the moment there's no point because I've still.
Are you
got
both flying right now?
No, Sebastian didn't bother flying because the creature flew.
Yeah.
You dispel.
Yeah, but the creature's standing on the ground right now.
Oh, it's just like in his face, like.
Yeah, he's just got the spell on him.
I love it. Our wizards are just like tanking these fights. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, it's
like,
pretty great.
I just like, yeah, Sebastian just like
You got me.
finger of death.
Time to pull out Snillock's Snowball Swarm.
Yeah, I think I will.
Oh, that is a damage it resists. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've got nothing else.
Oh,
Wait, actually. Wait. Yeah, I'll tidal wave. Dex
Won't
save.
bother him. He will. 20.
Yeah, that's a pass. So I'll take half of 20 force damage.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 20 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's for me.
Okay. He will swing once with his greatsword.
Yep.
18 will miss. Second time with his
Yep.
greatsword. 18 will miss. Third time with
Yep.
his bite. Natural 20.
Oh, I'll use a lucky die to re-roll that.
Okay, you give me the roll on D&D Beyond, please. Or on Beyond 20, or whatever this thing's. Wherever this place
That's
is
a
we
2.
are at. A 2! Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It misses. Your turn.
Okay, let me just expand that. I will do another tidal wave.
How much damage does
Dex
Tidal Wave
save.
do, Josh?
What's right?
How much damage does Tidal Wave do? Base?
4d8.
4D.
It doesn't scale up. Yeah, so I'll take half of 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, creature severely wounded.
Yeah, that's my turn.
But you've got him severely wounded with 130 damage from Finger of Death.
Sure.
Okay. Natural 20.
I'll use another lucky die to re-roll. So 16, which will miss.
25.
I
Hit you.
will
With his-
use my shield to make my AC 26.
He rolls a 20.
Can
Don't
I
have a
use
s-
it?
I would have.
I do have. What?
Must be.
It doesn't say
No,
it is.
I don't think it's a reaction. I think it's just like you're lucky. Sure.
Everyone's just watching me just like take nothing. I just thought that like,
And 1 luck point.
So I'll use my last lucky.
Yeah.
That's a 6, which will be.
13, your turn.
This is so much fun for me.
You're in a lot of trouble.
Um,
Because you are damaging him
What?
You're in a lot of trouble though, because you're damaging him very slowly. You run out of lucky dice. Yeah.
I know. I
Okay.
mean, I do have something up my sleeve, but I don't want to waste it.
Okay. Oh, waste it. This is the only. You must spend all your resources here. The only fight of the day. I promise. you.
I know, but I could use it for another fight another day.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Go on. Carry on.
It's an item.
Yeah.
So I'll just because I'm gonna circle of crystals as soon as he hits me, but as of yet he's not hit me. So I will just tidal wave again.
I've definitely hit you. You've had to make saves.
I know, but I've got my arcane ward. You've
Oh, I
only
see what you
just
mean.
broken
Okay, yeah.
past that.
Okay. Tidal wave again. Yeah.
Yeah, deck save.
Fuck's sake. How hard is it to click the fucking advantage button? Fail.
Yep. So he's knocked prone and takes 25 bludgeoning damage. He'll
His turn.
go
Sorry.
up next turn. So yeah, I'll just
We'll
stay
get up.
here.
Got you. 23 to hit you.
I will use my reaction to shield.
10.
It's absurd.
I will snowball him. Deck save, please. Yeah, so that's a fail, so I'll take 14 cold damage, which is half as resistance is.
Creature is no
That's
longer
my
severely
turn.
wounded.
Yeah, he's probably healing faster than I can
He's
deal
doing.
damage.
He's healing faster than you're doing damage at the moment.
It's fine, next turn I'll expend it.
Because you're doing things that he's resistant to.
Yeah.
Yep. So he will swing the greatsword at you. Twice. Eight.
3 times
A lady.
a lady.
You'll take 11 piercing and 8 necrotic and make a consequence.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Okay.
Yes, I will crush in my hand my elemental gem, which is blue. I don't know. It doesn't say which one it is. It just says that you can cast the conjure elemental spell.
I'm 90% sure blue is water. Blue is air even, but I'd have to look at it.
Oh,
Say
I
it
think
on
it
the
is
gem.
because I've got it in my
Let's
extras.
say it on the gem.
It didn't. It just said you can cast conjure elemental.
Don't believe.
Oh, well. You believe what you want to believe.
What was it called? Was it blue sapphire?
Yeah.
Gem. Type of gem determines the elemental by the spell. Blue sapphire air elemental. So yeah, that is an air elemental. Have an air elemental. We have fire. We have fire. We have earth. We have minor. Earth. We have all these things that are not air. Golem set. Someone's unfamiliar. Oh. Okay. Any bonus action from you? Cast a spell.
My action, bonus action. I will healing word myself for 3 health.
Yeah, he will swing his greatsword at you.
Oh, does my elemental gem go?
Oh, sorry, it goes
After
after
me?
you. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, just bear with me.
Make it Torin roll.
Cool. So it will. Let's see. It will multi-attack with 2 slams.
Yep.
So That's a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Yep. And that's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And that's 12 bludgeoning damage. That's my turn.
Okay, he will turn and look at your... I think he can make a 30-foot cone work. He's just going to move around here, provoking an opportunity attack from you if you so desire to make a melee attack. You'd rather wait for shield.
No, I won't.
Okay, and he's going to ask you and the air elemental to make a wisdom save, please, to cast sphere.
I will. I'll allow it. This is a spell, so I've got advantage. So, what was it? A wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 25 or 25 for me. And then wisdom save for this guy. Is a 20.
Nice, that's 20.
And that's 20
He
at
moves
that.
back around, then he goes to bite you with his bonus action.
Yeah.
24 to hit you.
I will shield.
Okay, it's your turn.
Great. I will. I'll telekinetic slam him.
Strength save.
That's a strength save. Yep.
9.
That's a fail. He's prone. And that's 11 force damage.
Okay, he is severely wounded.
That's me, and then air elemental.
We'll go at
will
advantage.
make- Yes. I can't roll with advantage on his thing, so I'll just roll.
Just double click it. Click 4
So
times.
that's a
Click 4 times,
25.
sorry.
Okay.
Yep, roll me
So
damage
25
twice.
and a 19. Yeah. That's 14 bludgeoning and 11 bludgeoning.
Oof. You're just nearly dead.
Yep, that's me.
Then he heals to 10 HP.
Sure.
And then he is going to go at you with a great sword. 18, 26.
Yeah. Yeah, even with shield, it'll
Okay,
go
so
through.
you take 16 slashing and 7 necrotic for 23 total. Make a concentration save. The next attack against you will be an advantage. You may not regain HP until the end of your next turn.
Yeah. That's a nat 20.
Nice. A 21 to hit you with the bite.
I'll reaction shield.
Okay, cool. It's your turn.
Yes. I'll do the same telekinetic slam.
Okay.
Strength save.
Wandale, remember to advantage at the beginning
Wow,
of the turn.
3 ones. Love
18?
that for me. Yeah, that's my DC, so I'll take 3
Nope, takes nothing.
force damage.
It's nothing on a successful save.
damn. Okay. And then
Yep, your
my
elemental may punch.
elemental.
Not at
Yep.
advantage anymore,
Yeah,
which is not prone.
that's a nat 20.
Nice. Damage. Roll the damage once and I'll do the...
Yeah, that's 12.
no, it's not. 80s. Yeah, second hit.
Yeah,
Miss.
that's a 15 to hit. Cool.
Okay, the creature strong on the brink of death. He's sword. Sorry guys, it's taken way longer than it should. Sebastian forgot to bring any damage that isn't Finger of Death. 23 to hit you.
Well, I didn't know I was going to be here by myself.
23 to hit you.
Yeah, I'll reaction shield.
Okay, have you got... are you now burning second level spell slots, third level spell slots to the shield?
Second.
Okay, cool. 25 to hit you, which will miss.
That will miss.
And then a bite, which will hit you. You'll take 9 piercing, 8 necrotic. Make a concentration save.
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
Josh, you've been continuing like you've still got 21 armor class.
I do.
What, oh, is the elemental gem not require concentration? It just summons it?
No. Yeah, it just summons.
Did it not say summoned as if you had cast?
Ooh.
Oh well, whatever. It's there. It's present. We'll forget about it because I didn't say anything there and then. But yes, in general, usually when you summon an elemental using a item, it will still require concentration.
Okay. There was a 17 for my
But I
concentration.
suppose the gems are a one-off. So I don't know. Cool. It's your turn.
Okay. I'll telekinetic slam again.
There's nothing.
Cool.
Punch it.
It's a 26 to hit. That's 14. And then that's a 21.
Thank fuck. It's got 2 hit points. Okay, cool. You remain victorious. You are placed upon a podium.
Yes. Sorry, I just like with everyone else.
I did say it could
damaging me
heal.
with damage.
So yeah, it was just a bit frightening.
Sure, but by that time we were already here, so I couldn't change.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
spells.
Let us move on to Arena.
Quattro.
There are 4.
Yes,
yeah,
the
okay, cool.
4th.
Hey, sorry, I was got really confused there because I thought it was the 3rd, and then I was like, wait, have I not done enough arenas? Why won't it move, you guys? Please move.
Hey, hey. Oh, shit.
Oh,
He's a
Great.
big one.
It didn't copy paste everyone over either.
It's okay, I can bring myself.
Cool. Torin and Rosania. A Yeti stands at the center of this arena. You may give me a nature check. Just the 2 of you.
I got a 9.
I got an 11.
The creature's huge. It's probably not that affected by cold damage. That's what I've got for you with an 11. Who wants it?
I mean, I don't know how you feeling.
I'm feeling ready, Rosanya, but I leave the decision to you.
What do you mean, Torin? How could you possibly leave the decision
I
to
think
me?
Torin's got innate confidence that in a 1v1 he is better than anyone else. So he's like, whoever else wants to chill, like, if you fancy this creature, take it. If not, he'll have it. You have no idea what the last creature is.
The issue is Rosania also has innate confidence that she'll be able to take any of these creatures.
I'm very, very happy for you. Who wants to go first? Go on. Who wants
How do
it?
you feel?
Shall we flip a coin?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
You take
Roll me a d4.
then I'll take odds. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Even as Torin, odds is Rosania. Odds it is, Rosania.
Rosania it is.
Oh, you rolled a
Second
d2.
ball
I didn't
to
know
go.
that was possible. Stick yourself in
Yeah.
this dirt pile.
Oh my god, this is so nerve-wracking. I've been like mesmerizingly staring at my spell list.
Roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Is this a good time at this? Oh no, I suppose you might have other damage types, so I won't reveal anything till the end. Okay,
I rolled 5.
that is pretty shit.
Yeah.
At the start of the fight, the creature will charge you.
Ay, caramba.
Trying to run you into the wall. And that is a 20 to hit you.
That does hit.
Okay. You will take 17 slashing damage, 8 cold damage, and an additional 8 bludgeoning damage from the charge. Give me a strength save to avoid being knocked prone.
So I am resistant to cold piercing and bludgeoning.
Okay. In a
I'm
particular
resistant
reason?
to all of these damages. Yes. Well, sorry. No. Ignore the bludgeoning and the piercing, but I am resistant to cold because of my cold resistance ring.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But soon I will be resistant to everything else. Just you wait. I got a 14 on my strength
14 is a
save.
success. You are not prone. As it looks down at you, make a con save, please.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if anybody's been using them, but I mean, we would have give Bardic every time.
You cannot give Bardic now that you have participated. You're in a
okay.
different place in the arena.
Sure.
15.
15 is a fail. Are you immune to cold damage? You're not. You're only resistant,
I'm
correct?
not immune. No, I'm not immune.
Okay, you take 22 cold damage and are paralyzed. 22 half to 11.
So that's 11, 15 cold damage. And then the rest. So 17. Okay, I got everything.
At the end of your turn, you're paralyzed. You may make a Constitution saving throw. Succeed.
I got a 13. No, I got a I got a 13.
A fail, I'm afraid. This is terrifying because this is an auto crit. 23 will hit you. You're going to take 21 slashing damage, 14 cold damage. Fuck it.
Come on, man.
And then you're going to take
chill.
26 slashing damage and 20 cold damage after 10.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's only alright if you roll a con save and succeed.
It's so weird because I got like a +10 to my.
I know! Give me that con save at the end of your turn.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20.
Yay! It's your... Not your turn, yes. That's the end of your turn. Okay, cool.
It's gonna paralyze me again.
It can't. You're
doesn't-
immune. You're immune for an hour. Can't do it again. Don't
Oh,
worry.
thank fuck.
Otherwise, this will be an incredibly difficult 1v1. However,
yeah.
he is going to breathe cold at you and ask you to make a con save, please. You can't be paralyzed, I promise.
I got a 15.
Okay, that is a fail. You will take 36 cold damage, and it is your turn, Rosania. You get a turn.
Just have
Do a
that
thing.
for a second. Okay, I am now bloodied, which is an issue.
I hope you are. Otherwise, I've been doing something really wrong.
Okay, so at the start of my turn, I'm gonna go into my dragon form, so I now have advantage on con saves to maintain spells and all that not. And I am resistant to bludgeoning.
There's something more important than that, right? In the dragon form. The most important thing.
I can fly.
Fantastic. Take that opportunity to get the fuck out of here.
May I please fly away?
This is the only creature that cannot follow you. So
Oh, amazing.
you will
So
take the
then I'm
opportunity
gonna-
attack, and then you will just be able to kill it with guiding bolts. You
Do
just
I
had to
have-
get out of range.
Wait, no, because I want to do something else.
Okay. You're doing.
Yeah, I mean, since I can. I'm gonna 9th level cast lightning bolt.
That's fine. You can expend that. You can deal the damage. Go on. But I'm gonna say that once that is done, you are out. This is a fight where if you survive the paralysis, you win, because you have
53
flight.
damage.
That is quite a lot, and yet is not even a quarter of his HP. He still has 114 hit points, but you will be in the air long enough to kill him. I am sure, as I believe you can stay in the air for an hour. Is that correct? Might be longer than that. No, it's like 4 hours or something
It's
stupid,
up
isn't
to
it?
10 minutes. It's
Oh,
up to
10 minutes?
minutes.
Okay, yeah, we're not. You'll kill it in 100 rounds. So congratulations. That I really thought you were going to die there. One more fail
I
on that
beat the
con save, and you were
record. That was
dead.
the fastest fight.
It was the fastest fight. It's also the most deadly. That was terrifying. I really don't want to kill someone's character here. Okay, cool. Orin. Guys, if you want to place yourself on your pedestals, Rosania, you'll be on this pedestal. Then each of you around the map. No, you can't change pedestal. Over there. Oh, was you? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
That's
no,
where I
no. I
was.
thought. Yeah, it was. I thought you were Henrik for some reason. Yeah, cool. And then, oh, you guys can actually see without being on the pedestals, can't you? You can see like from the beginning, right?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought I'd put the lighting thing in. Torrin,
Shit.
it
look at
is
this
you
fucking thing.
in a 1v1. Want a picture of it?
Yeah, can I study this thing before I get in?
Oh
or
yeah,
should
yeah,
I-
yeah. You're gonna give me a religion check. Oh what? Hold it. Have this.
This is only a 15.
$15 is good. $15 is good. You will learn one thing immediately.
Good.
It's a fiend.
It's a
Oh,
fiend.
let's go.
Oh.
It is a fiend.
Interesting.
Bear with
Let
me a
just adjust
second.
my.
Having to make
No,
this.
no, take your time.
Well, at the moment, I don't have a stat block for the enemy because it's decided that I don't have access to it, even though I had access to it when I created the encounter literally like 2.5 hours ago. Monster me. It looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Where am I trying? All I know about it. It definitely has some magic. You cast spells. On that much.
Fair.
Work now?
James, you said that we couldn't cast concentration buffs on our teammates, but can we cast a concentration buff on ourselves before going in? Okay, fair enough.
You can cast a buff on yourself that has an expiration date.
Yeah.
Concentration spells must be cast inside the arena. Okay, now let's refresh and see if this works. I've reactivated Kira. We brought him back into the fold. Well, hey! How exciting! The creature looks like this!
Oh.
And
Hey.
what was your religion check?
15.
Okay, it is immune to psychic and frightened. Definitely casts
Immune to
magic.
Psychic and frightened, and then cast magic. Cool.
Darn. For initiative. Oh, yikes!
The 22.
I also got a 22, but I roll a nat 20. Get there.
Ooh.
I will go first.
Go for it.
Alright. As he
Yes.
steps forward, I will ask you for a wisdom saving throw, please. Against being frightened. I think you might be immune to
I
it.
am immune to, yeah.
Okay, so you just make the roll for the damage.
16.
16 is a fail, I'm afraid. You will take 39 psychic damage.
Ooh.
Then it will blast you with an agony burst. 22 to hit you.
That is a miss.
Taryn, you're up.
Let me just adjust my HP.
Finally, you get to blow your load without it being a bad thing.
Truly. Truly.
If I can tempt you into spending an action to cast haste and then break your concentration and leave you.
I was gonna cast haste first.
Can you imagine
turn
if you
I
lose
got the first
concentration
one.
though? Like how
Oh,
bad that would be.
bad.
Like right now, you just
That
took
would be bad.
39. You need a 20 on your concentration save. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Thankfully, it stepped close enough for me to just reach it without having to.
but it
Didn't
needs to be
expend any
within
more
30
ac-
feet of you. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And so and it's humongous, so I can't fucking shove it.
It's not actually that large. It is. Oh, it's a huge fiend. So it's yeah.
It's huge. It's huge, so I can't prone it or anything.
No.
Like that. But what I will
It also
do
floats.
is
So
I will. Oh, okay, cool. I will try to whack this thing
you should whack.
hard as I can. Ooh. It's a 19 on the roll for 31 to hit.
I'm going to ask you for a dex save that you don't need to make because it's going to hellish rebuke you.
Oh, sure. But if it's a fiend, it's gonna heal me. So
Only if you bonded to that.
Well,
Oh no, you got fiendish vigor, right? Yeah. It will heal you.
yeah.
It'll heal you for 2d8 damage, but you have full. You don't have full health right now, do you?
No, I don't have full health right now.
Okay, cool. You're healed for 6 fire damage. It will quickly learn from that mistake and not do it again. Go ahead and do some damage. You're 31 to hit.
Yes. So I'm going to. Do I need any?
You should probably use the highest level spell slots available to you to smack it in the face.
Yeah, I know.
You're the one who rolled Paladin and doesn't get anything exciting ever, right? Not me.
I know.
I think Paladins are boring after level 4.
I
don't know, Fine Steed's quite cool.
That I would say before. All right, let's fourth level it.
Okay, cool.
So here's the initial damage
Yeah, plus the D8, plus the D6,
plus the D8 and D6.
plus the creatures on fire, plus the
Plus the creatures on fire.
plus the smith.
Plus the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because it's a fiend.
Yeah.
So Boom. 28 radiant.
That's 61 damage in total, yeah? Cool.
Yes.
And the creature's on fire. Does that... No, you've got another attack, haven't you? Holy
I
shit.
get another attack. So
Okay, go on. It's gonna be a 2-rounder.
Oh, 18
And
only.
18 hits.
18 hits. Oh,
Yeah, he won't Hellish Rebuke you either. Because that would be terrible, and he doesn't have
Smarty
two reactions.
pants, eh?
He doesn't have
This
two
will be
reactions.
this will be a level 3 slot only. That's pretty good rolls.
Creature's severely wounded. That can take a turn.
Jesus.
No, and then as a bonus action, I will have expended Channel Divinity for Inspiring Smite.
Oh, just to make sure that you don't take any damage.
Well, just in case, I'm gonna give myself 5 plus 4 plus 16 actually now, so 21 health back.
Okay.
Or, sorry, 21 temp. 21 temp. I apologize. And that's its turn.
I rolled 4 times, I hit you once. 23 to hit.
Sick. I will
Glorious defense and attack it back. Yeah,
attack
great.
it back.
I love that. That was one of these creatures that could have killed you.
There it is. What
Yeah.
I was saving that 4th slot for. The
Uh,
nat 20.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, obliterate it for me. Is that a 12d8 on the smite?
Which creature was it that could have killed him then?
The one that can fly and cast damage from range, because
Yeah.
Torin just
Oh,
couldn't
that
have got
was-
to it. The one that Josh took on could have just sat up top and just pumped him with Firebolt
Oh,
forever.
that's
And
nasty.
not Firebolt, he would have used something that didn't do fire damage, but he did have non-fire damage spells too. Yeah, Torin doesn't have the capacity to fly, I don't think.
Do you want me to roll 12d8 or 68?
No, I want you to roll a
What are we gonna do?
68, and we'll add the.
Yeah.
The creature currently has 36. No, that's Rosania. 33 hit points. Rosania has 36. And you have done 48.
19 plus
56.
6 plus 4, 19.
70. 78.
Oh, 44 base
84.
and then whatever the crit. Yeah.
84. 92. That's 136 damage on that crit.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, that is almost a one-shot. It's at 157 hit points. You almost one-shot it on its turn.
Jesus.
Well, with Torrent standing proud at the end of the fight, looking very pleased with himself and knowing that his faith was... Oh, well, you can go over there because the pedestals aren't quite in the right place.
Yeah, after I finish the fight, I will kiss the handle of the sword.
Yep. We will turn to the victories. Whole game over, match complete, sort of. Somewhere I have a victory music. There it is. No, it's not. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, it's this one.
Ridiculous. No, it's not that.
Not that one.
Okay. But you stand in the center of the arena as all your pedestals lower. You may all join each other in the center of the arena. You'll feel yourself rejuvenated at full hit points, although your hit doesn't come back, to put it like that. And the pedestal stands at the front, and it says, "It is easy to stand with the crowd, but takes courage to stand alone." There is a spell inscribed here that is beyond the powers of casting for Sebastian and Kiava, but won't be for long. The 9th level spell, Shape Change. It's pretty cool. And you will find the brooch of many sizes. You can click that link and it will open it up in D&D, in this place here, allowing you to see it. I will need to create this in D&D Beyond at some point. But, TLDR, at will, you can cast Enlarge Reduce spell on yourself using the brooch once a day. You may then, as a bonus action, force it beyond its normal limits, become either tiny or huge, which is pretty cool, and increase the effects of Enlarge Reduce twice. And,
Pretty badass.
Yeah. You survived the solo trials of combat. That went better than I thought it would. Very pleased. At level 15, when I ran Rosania through 5, she lost 2, died once, and won 3.
That's because you don't play her quite like me, James.
Well, of course, I'm never going to play your character as well as you guys do because you know your character sheets, right? But you had some serious trouble with the one that Torin just It was pretty nasty.
I have planar binding. I would have been fine.
No, you can't send it back to the abyss. This is its home.
Oh no. That's planar binding. Just takes control of it.
Oh, yeah, that works. Just eat it. Make it yours. But yeah, you stand successful upon way of the path 19. And at this point, you have learned teachings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 19, and 22. It strikes me that you should go and seek number 9. Personally, you know, just because it would make the line lighter. But number 9 is quite a long way away. It is in Erlana to the north. You are currently here. Obviously, you are not that far from number 12. So that could be a logical step and head along Hadian. You could take the boat out to 24 and die. That's 2 above the Flint one. The Flint one was pretty clutch. But whatever you face, you will face it with the knowledge that you are 1 level higher.
Ooh.
Nice.
Because at the end of this episode, you may level up to level 17. So as not to rush anything. I will say that coming out of here, you have found yourselves on the beachy lands near Peldin. I will thank you back to this pretty beach picture, because frankly, I think it's a nice picture. And you may take a long rest and all of that, and level up and stuff. But I think we will just simply end there. So as not to rush anything else. And we will come to the timeless traditions of Whoops. Oh, and I've done that thing where I put us on the start screen so that I get... we will just do that. I will start where I finished, and I believe that was with Bruno.
It was. Sorry, I'm just rolling my... Yes! I got max health.
Nice!
Sorry, I was just rolling my health. And I got really excited about that. I quite enjoyed that he didn't make me go through the entire fight. Because what we were about to witness was Rosania flip carting through all of her 8th level, 7th level, 6th level.
It would have been the battle that we had with Sebastian, except it wouldn't have done anything back. It was the Hennick situation, but unlike Hennick's situation, there was no timer on yours. If Hennick couldn't have killed it in 10 rounds, it would have come running back. And it could have been scary. So I just thought there was no point.
What I did thoroughly enjoy as well, though, is the fact that we were able to do multiple way of the paths. I've been enjoying them. It's been fun. But Rosania's beginning to grow more and more concerned about the imminent world-ending disasters. And she's wondering if this little detour is going to cost them.
Well, the idea of it is a solution, right? But at the same time, yeah, I think it's nice that we got a couple out the way, and we'll continue to do so. Spinning the clock round. I think I did you 2 in the wrong order when I went round the first time, but I'm going to go to Joe.
Hi. I liked. Well, I agree, right? So I think this is our first foray into doing some of these at sort of a speeded up thing. That it worked well. I enjoyed it. But also, so then Kiavo stepping up first. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was brave, and I was really disappointed because it was a really good fight for Kiavo. I really wanted to kill him.
I also enjoyed the chance to have to use the other conditions of iBite.
Yeah.
Whenever in a normal fight, I always just think the sleep is the best. And
if you've got lots of enemies, sleep is definitely the best. If you've only got one, right, it's definitely the worst. So, it was definitely nice to see that eye patch come off and do some cool stuff. Rico.
So I thought that the first wave of the path was actually really interesting. It sort of got like the creative juices flowing. It was like fun talking
I think that could have been really, really cool if we were like level 5 or 6, right? Because it would have been a really tight and close encounter of you being underwater and having to make do and using polymorphs and stuff to really try and make it work.
Instead we're just raising buildings out of the
how cool is
ground sea or whatever the fuck we created. But I think my MVP for the session is gonna go to Kiavo defying expectations. So when this thing charged Kiavo, in my head I'm like, oh, well, Kiavo's just gonna fucking ride the lightning across the other side of the room and pepper this thing from afar. And
Kiavo just stood there.
To my surprise, Kiavo just like fucking stood there and just was like blasting this thing with lightning. It was awesome.
It's pretty cool. I was pretty confident.
And sorry, And Sebastian finger of deathing. All I could picture was just this cat going.
Yeah, I was pretty confident the wizards couldn't fail, just because their kit's so versatile. But Josh had barely got any damage spells prepared, and that suddenly scared the shit out of me.
Well, the problem is that all of Sebastian's damage spells are concentration, and the second he flew, I knew that I couldn't keep away from him, so I had to keep myself alive.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It was definitely the hardest fight for a caster. That is the fight that I thought Torin would take. When I said it was deadly up close, I thought you guys would put the person who was strongest up close. But I think Josh's logic was, I will keep my distance then. Yeah. So it did make sense, but it also nearly fucked you up. Jamal, your MVP.
The creativity with the tower was fucking fantastic, and just the level of power of just we're going to mold the entire world around us is just incredible. That's so fun. The arena's such a cool idea. It really felt intense going in there, and especially just stepping up first with that. I really expected to be in a lot of trouble with that. I saw this creature, I saw the resistances basically were just like none of the damage types I favoured the most, so I'm like, I'll step up, I'll give it a shot. And then just obliterate the thing, and it's just like, well.
It was definitely a good fight for a caster, that one. I think all four of you would have been a pretty good place, so I was really nice
going
to see.
investiture of wind and just fly away from the thing, but then as soon as I saw that it had wings and it was strong enough to let it fly, I'm just like, stand and fight it.
My hope was that you, Josh, and Rosania would go in the first three, and then nobody would be able to fly away from the Yeti. That was my hope. Also, it's now a good time to tell you that the Yeti gets disadvantage on all attacks and saves if you do fire damage to it. So I thought if Rico got in the arena with that, it was fucked. But the other one was a fiend, right? So I assumed you were going to send Torin in first, because if it was too deadly, you guys could leave. Right? Because Torin would survive and you guys would go, oh, we don't want to take that, and we'll leave. But you save Torin save the best till last, you know? I like that. Josh, MVP.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the second wave of the path. It's very rarely in D&D with a party get to have 1v1s. And especially we don't always get to see
the bard was thrilled.
Well, sure. But we also don't get to see everyone's like full capabilities because we're as a party, so we don't always need to like spend everything or do cool things. So I just really enjoyed seeing everyone do their thing in a 1v1. Yeah, I agree. I had a couple of MVPs. We will have a conversation about permanency, Jamal, because there is a high level of material cost to it.
Yep.
And there are some spells that are just outright not possible.
Okay, fair enough.
Because, yes, if you permanency haste on Torin, I'm leaving the campaign myself. Anyway, there were a few little MVPs. I really enjoyed Josh deciding to expend the resource of the elemental gem. I think you could have won that fight. It was just going to take so long and really be, like such a balance for you of like, when do I eventually do this? The one thing I think you missed is that Fly's a concentration spell. I think you missed that he dropped concentration on Fly the first time you cast Finger of Death and did 65 damage.
Sure, I couldn't know if he was just going to cast it again.
Sure, but you might still have been able to break it, right? And then,
but if I cast Fly, he might counter spell or anything like
so
that.
I think you could have just flown up and he didn't have a second cast of it, so you were going to be fine. But you weren't to know. And I really like that you expended that resource. I didn't realize how disgusting it was going to be against... I knew that Henrik was going to have some control, right? I didn't realize he was going to cast one spell and then tell me to go and stand in a corner for 10 minutes. Or a minute, 10 rounds. So.
Well, and it was good that he failed, too, because I think by then I already couldn't do reactions and stuff, so I wasn't going to be able to make it harder for him to pass.
That slow was quite deadly. I did not expect you to get hit by that. I thought you'd be fine. But actually, your wisdom save isn't as high as I thought it was.
No.
I really like that. And I will be honest, Henrik was the one I was most scared for. Because in melee range, Henrik is by far the weakest. Right, you don't have the defensive capacities of Circle of Crystals, Shield. You can't teleport and fly, and you're not Torin. I was definitely the most scared for Henrik in a melee situation. I think you chose the perfect fight, and it was really good to see. Joe, it was actually something else that was my key MVP. You said, "As powerful as I cannot pretend we have not become." There is no sentence more headache than that. Like, there's at least 11 words in there that didn't need to be there, and yet it was really cool. So I really enjoyed that. As powerful as I cannot pretend we have not become. Yeah, and then proved the fucking point by saying, well, got an underwater dungeon, we'll move it. And that was cool. I loved that. I believe that you now have access to 9th level spell slot.
Yeah, shout out to 9th level spells.
These can you coordinate between you? It may be that you all want to take Wish, and that is okay. Actually, you don't get Wish, Mrs. Druid, do you?
I don't either.
You can have Wish,
I'm
but you need a
gonna
magical
resurrect
secret of
Natasha.
19, right?
18, but yes. So next
Yeah, you
level.
need next
okay.
level's magical resistance. Well, it's not game breaking. Just bear in mind that we can talk about what you can and can't do with
Fair.
Wish, because I don't know if you realize, if you try and do something that isn't on the guided list, you can never cast it again.
Yeah.
Right? So you would have
Well, there's a
chosen.
chance you can.
Yeah, there's a chance you can never cast it again. Usually people try and cast, like a resistance to damage type for everybody or stuff like that. But you definitely can take Wish if you would like. But I would coordinate between you all and see what you will think. I would assume that Wish makes more sense for Sebastian than anyone else, because that's very Sebastian-esque. And you're looking at permanency, which is a really cool spell, but please read the material costs. Bear in
I
mind,
see
you will
material
both
costs.
also get shape change. And then, of course, Joe and... well, actually, just Joe. You may choose anything you like. Yeah, I think in general we try and make it make sense. Whereas Annie, obviously, you can prepare different things at different times. So you don't have to make a choice at
I
all.
get a 5th level spell.
Ooh.
And really? Oh, I
Yeah.
think Paladin's ever got that. Cool. I'm sure you'll spend it on Smite. And, the other
I
thing
gotta do something useful.
The other thing to remind you is that you did get some items today from the Way of the Path. They were specifically... Oh, I nearly gave you a path you haven't done yet there. The Brooch of Many Sizes. I don't know who benefits from being huge, or whether Henrik wants to be tiny every day. I haven't got a clue, but do work out who would like it. And the other one was number 7, which is the Bowl of Commanding Water Elementals. Please bear in mind that you must make a concentration on that. It might make sense to have somebody who innately has advantage on maintaining concentration, such as a Warcaster or a Druid with Dragon Form. So have a little discussion, see who's going to take those two. Obviously, Wizards, you can learn both spells. And congratulations on leveling up. But that is where we're going to end today. Oh, that was terrible timing. Friendly here, I really appreciate your raid, but we are about to end.
Oh, damn it.
So bear with me 1 second and I shall take you somewhere else as we go. Let's just put up find somebody online. Yeah, that is very unfortunate. Oh, I don't even have someone to send us to. Let's have a look in the D&D Dungeons Dragons.
Well, we could just sit around and pretend to be our characters on the beach for 20 more minutes if you want.
No, we're good.
We're very entertaining.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic
Man
session.
guckt sich so die
So,
Hand genau
that is
an
a
und
good way
würde
to cap
checken,
it
ob er
off.
irgendwelche Verbrennungen.
I won't take you there, I promise. Some noise just came out and it is in Russian, I think. I will take you somewhere that speaks English. Let's see who's around. Oh, Forgotten Epics is online. Fantastic. Okay, off we go to Forgotten Epics. So we will raid Forgotten Epics. Is it one word? I believe it is. Let's double check. Yeah, it is. Thanks for coming. Guys, we start 3.5 hours ago. Usually 2.5 hours ago at the current time. Have a wonderful Christmas. We will be raiding Forgotten Epics, who's not allowing raids. Of course he isn't. You know what, I give up. Guys, have a fucking fantastic Christmas. If you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
We shall see
Have a
you
good Christmas.
sometime in the future.